Idaho, the land that wrestling forgot. Until souls across the Gem State decided to make history. We all take risks. We all feel pain. We all have succeeded and failed. But not tonight. Tonight, our stories will be told. Tonight, our voices will be heard. Tonight, your eyes will see the unbelievable. For the first time in Idaho history, we bring you local professional wrestling. So gather the family, take a seat, and leave the action to us. We are Wrestle Club. What you are about to see is real. Each wrestler has years of training. Our bodies are not indestructible. We bend, we break, we bleed. So please, do not try this at home, school, or anywhere.
Our first match is scheduled for a tag team match. Our first team, weighing in at a combined total of 400 pounds, the American Lions.
Welcome everybody to episode 21 here at Gem State Gaming Convention. I am G, and alongside with me,
it's Chaz Bedlam.
Chaz Bedlam, where have you been?
I've been in the basement, taking some time off, doing my thing, but thought I'd come in and lend my voice to this broadcast, bring some class to it, some sophistication.
The last time I saw you had zero class, but nonetheless we got Mr. Hickman tagging up with the very young lion Theodoric.
Yeah, Theodoric Lionheart, one of the smaller guys in the business, highly overrated in my opinion. Same with Mr. Hickman here.
Mr. Hickman is the muscle of Wrestle Club, and Theodoric is the up-and-coming youngest star in Wrestle Club, as well as for the very first time, these two are tag teaming here at Gem State Gaming Convention.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out, though, G. Generally when you have first-time tags, they're not very cohesive. We'll see what happens here.
Did you see those biceps?
Like I said, these guys are both highly overrated, very full of themselves.
First entering is from New Orleans, Louisiana. He is one half of Project Mayhem and one half of the current tag team champions, the Voodoo Priest, Damien.
It's kind of embarrassing to watch, really, watching these guys do push-ups in the ring. Come on, let's bring out some wrestling. Oh, see, here we go. See, this right here, this is my former tag team partner right here. Sailing into the black right now is Damien Black. We already know that we're gonna have a barn burner right here with the entrance of this guy right here.
Yep, the Voodoo Priest, current tag team champion, but he is refusing to come out with the tag team belts, and I'm not sure why, and he is one sick individual.
You don't have to display the gold for everybody to know that you have the gold. It's one of those things where he's not particularly braggadocious, and I like that about him.
I guess he does not need the prop. He just needs to come in the ring and be intimidating. And what do we have there?
That is a voodoo prayer that he kicks out before every match that puts a hex on his opponents.
I don't know why. I do not want to know what he looks up to. Honestly, it just freaks me out.
And his tag team partner from Riverside, California, King Marcus Anderson.
Here we go. I believe, oh yes, indeed it is. It is the King Marcus Anderson, the quintessential wrestler in this business as far as I'm concerned. Look at him already showing these peasants exactly where they rate, which is quite a bit below.
Are you saying they're garbage or what?
Obviously, hey, I'm not gonna go up against what the King says. Generally, when he kicks out a royal decree, it is the appropriate edict.
I guess look at him as you saw. I don't know if you saw, but he's wearing a fanny pack.
Is he wearing a fanny pack?
Yes.
That's outstanding. As a matter of fact, he keeps in touch with all of the latest fashion trends. Obviously, he is ahead of the game and knows exactly what's going on. So everybody next week will be wearing fanny packs on the following week's broadcast. I'll guarantee you that.
Fashion. That fashion was 1980. We are in the 2000s.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. All I'm saying is that all good things come back in cycles. The fanny pack is a highly underrated piece of satchel gear carrying material.
Speaking of gear, he just threw out a Marcus King Anderson t-shirt.
That is a souvenir for a lucky fan right there, let me tell you.
Speaking of lucky, we are lucky to see this tag team matchup as the bell has just rung. Very first time the King Marcus Anderson tagging with Damien Black, and the very first time with Mr. Hickman tagging up with the Lionheart Theodoric. And watch out here.
A devastating strike to the midsection right there. That will teach you, Mr. Hickman, to mess with a two-time tag team champion.
The muscle, is down on one knee right here, and Damien Black is dissecting.
Clearly knows exactly where Mr. Hickman is softest. That is not the place to strike Hickman. He has one of the hardest heads in the business. Of course, Bryce with the hardest head, but it's kind of hard to damage that guy up top.
Here comes Theodoric Lionheart with that, ducking that close, but caught him with an elbow straight to the chin, and that's going to send Damien Black to the outside.
I don't know if that was an elbow. That looked like a closed fist to me. That looked like an illegal strike.
That was elbow right on the money there.
Maybe that's what you saw, G.
Oh, there goes that ducking, that clothesline, ducking another one. And Damien Black taking another timeout here.
Cerebral. He knows exactly where he is in the ring at all times.
And then he quickly tags out. Oh, and there you see the power of the King. Quick push off. And what is that?
That right there is the physique of a monarch.
Now here comes the muscle of Wrestle Club, and that is Mr. Hickman. There it is, right there.
Now this is a matchup that the folks want to see here. This is man versus man right here.
Two heavyweights here, dead center in the ring, and here we go. We got both men tied up here, and there is no clear resistance. And look at that bicep right there.
We don't need any bragging, Hickman. Get in there and wrestle. Prove yourself with your combat.
And you see Damien Black arguing with the referee, Jeff. I don't know why. And there's a tie up there. The King with that side headlock applied.
That's superior wrestling technique right there. In a tie-up, I don't think Hickman has a chance against the King.
And there you see the referee closing in, saying, "Do you want to give up, Mr. Hickman?" But there is no give up, as we see a push off there, and there's a shoulder tackle. But
that looks like the unstoppable force meets the immovable object right there.
And I think he's saying, "Hit it one more time." Let's see. Well, let's see what Hickman got. It's hitting that rope, ducking the line there. Oh, and there's the power right there as the King just left his feet.
That was clearly an illegal shoulder block. He also had the hair.
And I think Damien Black is trying to comfort the King here as he's literally just knocked down.
No, just considering his next move being tactful, all these the pawns in this matchup are completely under his control.
And there he takes out Mr. Hickman from the feet, and this is illegal. And speaking of illegal, there's a post hit, which is illegal. He should be DQ'd right now.
That's completely up to the official at this point. You know, if he wants to let the action continue and let these guys wrestle, that's up to him.
That was right in front of the referee. And there he sees the taunting. He has a camel clutch applied. And this can be a count. Now he just blew a kiss to Theodoric Lionheart.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how to get into the young man's head. He's easily rattled by any kind of head games.
And he throws Mr. Hickman back into the ring, stopping that 10 count.
I think we need to see a pin cover right here.
And the King...
Nope, not going for the cover yet. Needs to soften him up a little bit more.
Oh, straight right hand, and the referee needs to get in there. That's illegal.
That's a beautiful thrown forearm right there. No, clearly not an open fist or closed fist on that strike.
Oh, nobody home there. Hit with that quick tag out. And here comes the Lion. And there's some old school. Oh, nobody home there.
Nobody home.
I saw a flashback of Pride of Olympus.
Oh, absolutely destroyed. That's a 100-pound weight advantage right there for the King.
There's a body splash. You see Damien Black has the hair. That's illegal. The referee did not see that. He still has the hair.
The kid's completely out on his feet. No clue where he is.
He just sidesteps him and follows with that mid-rope neck breaker.
Devastating neck breaker.
That can break your neck for sure. Stomping mud holes there, and that's illegal too. What does the King have in store for the Lion? Oh,
just a beautiful textbook in-rope plancha right there. That was beautifully executed.
And there we see the first tag team move. And Damien Black is working on the leg of the Lion.
Very good to keep isolate his leg, keep his speed from becoming a factor.
As we mentioned before, both of these tag teams, the very first time that they are tag teaming, and everybody back home is getting a great matchup here.
We can clearly see, though, that the two-time tag team champion and the King, Marcus Anderson, clearly working better as a tag team at this point.
The Lion reaching for that rope, and the Lion is no stranger to being a tag team champion, and he is a former two-time tag team champion himself. Oh, and then you see Damien Black with that right hand. He had no business doing that.
That's just all part of the strategy that these guys have worked out before this match started. Obviously, they came here with a plan. They are executing that plan.
But you saw some commotion between the King and Damien Black. As you said, they probably do have a game plan here. Oof. Now you see the fight of the Lion. And here comes that Irish whip, ducking that line. Ooh, straight super kick. And that's going to send anybody down to the mat.
That standing side kick is one of the more brutal moves in the art of professional wrestling for sure.
And then you see the Lion trying to tag out, but the King stops it and goes right back to that leg.
So I'm saying isolate that leg, keep this guy off of his feet, and restrict his speed.
And as you see the tag team of the King and Damien Black, they are cutting the ring in half, and this is smart tag team, and there is a tag out right there.
For once, you and I agree, G. That is absolutely beautiful tag team wrestling right there. Keep your opponent isolated. Keep him from making a tag. Make quick tags in and out. Keep the ring cut in half. This is beautiful tag team wrestling right here.
And there's a back right there. Oh, and he's licking his fingernails. That's disgusting. And the King sizing him up. Looks like he's going for a suplex.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the strength of the King right here. Marcus Anderson showing everybody exactly why he is the reigning monarch of Wrestle Club.
And that blood is rushing to the head of Theodoric, and there you see the vulgar display of power.
Here we go. Looking for a pin cover here. Oh, very nonchalant cover.
That was one-handed.
That could have been a mistake, very rare, but that could have been a mistake by the King. You do have to take this opponent seriously. Lionheart is a very tenacious opponent. You cannot beat him with a nonchalant tag like that. But that German suplex right there, that probably did the trick. This match is absolutely over.
And this one is over. The Lion showing persistence as he is kicking out. And yes, that is a 2 count there, probably 2.5.
This match will only continue if Lionheart can make a successful tag right here. He is in desperate need of getting his partner into this matchup.
He has an opening here. He goes off that mid rope, cross body, catches him,
but it looks like he's too injured. Doesn't know where he's at. He was going to the wrong corner, completely disoriented right now.
Well, after a German suplex, you lose all your marbles. And there you see Damien Black and the King together, and there's a tag right there.
I don't think the referee saw that tag.
In, Mr. Hickman. Oh, the Lionheart goes flying, taking out both men there.
A complete suicide dive to the outside. This kid has no regard for his own safety.
And this tag team is right back in it as the Lion has taken out Damien Black and the King, throwing the man in there.
Is this the legal man? I don't know. Is this the legal? Clearly the ref thinks so. Ooh, very close, very close. But if we're talking about tenacity, Damien Black also very tenacious.
And there you see the power of Mr. Hickman just deadlifting Damien Black there. Oh, and there's that side shoulder tackle straight to the corner.
Ooh, very devastating double drop kick. Oh, look at this kid go. He is full of energy, full of stamina. Clearly one of the more technical wrestlers, highly overrated, but quite technical with his skills in the ring.
What we have here, both men, Damien Black is right on top of the King. He's set up, and here comes the Lion.
This could be a tremendously huge mistake by Lionheart, taking a huge risk right now.
Oh, all money there, top rope.
Top rope swanton. Obviously very, very devastating, especially with the double duty, smashing both guys.
And going for that cover, Damien Black is just too close to that rope there, grabbing the rope to break that count. Otherwise, this would have been over.
But that's great ring presence by Damien Black. Knows exactly where he is in the ring, even after that devastating move.
And he kicks out again as Damien Black is looking lifeless here. He's reaching for a tag, and Theodoric is on the outside as he put his own body on the line, hurting himself too. This could be the book of Ezekiel here. And boom, he lands it dead center of the ring.
If he can put a pin cover on here and keep the King out of the ring, this is definitely over. The book of Ezekiel, 1, 2. Oh! A kick out. That is absolutely incredible. That is incredible. Everybody that's watching should know right now, Damien, not everyone in this business could kick out of the book of Ezekiel, but obviously Damien Black is cut from a different kind of cloth.
And Mr. Hickman is surprised himself. I mean, I'm surprised. No one kicks out of that book of Ezekiel, but Damien Black is still in this matchup, and there we see a super power slam there. And this one is a done deal, lady. Oh, and there's a 2.5.
Unbelievable.
As you just saw that power slam.
I'm completely speechless by that power slam. I'm shocked. Even if he's my former tag team partner, and I know how tough this man is, I'm absolutely shocked that he kicked out of that power slam.
Oh, and there's a throat chop, and that is illegal for sure, but that's what Damien Black needed to create an opening. And both men have been taking a beating here. Damien Black with that back elbow, but that only puts Mr. Hickman on one knee. Straight to the kneecap there.
Chopping down the big tree right there. Easy to do. It's not very difficult to do powerful power slams and press slams and spine busters when you only have one leg.
And Damien Black with that tag out, the King, the legal man here, and choking Mr. Hickman.
That's a pin cover. I do not know why the ref is not counting 3. That was a pin cover. That was not a choke. That was not a choke. That was a pin cover. And this referee clearly is pro Hickman and Lionheart, it will be a shock to me if the if our heroes King and Black can win this match with a referee in the pocket of Theodoric, Lionheart, and Mr. Hickman.
What do you mean our heroes? These guys are not our heroes.
They're absolute heroes. These guys are pillars of the community. They do nothing but great charity work for the little kids. And look at this pin cover, textbook, right out of, oh, absolutely.
And the American hero just kicked out at 2. There is a hero right there as Mr. Hickman kicks out at 2. Still in this matchup here. And this is our opening matchup, and this has been all action packed.
Belly to back suplex right there, beautifully executed. Absolute textbook belly to back suplex.
And the King is in control here as Mr. Hickman has been taking a beating. He needs to tag out, and there's a chop straight to the chest. Another one.
That will absolutely wake you up in the morning, or it could actually put you to sleep.
Or leave a welt on your chest for that matter.
Looks like Hickman is completely out on his feet right now. He has no clue where he is.
And there you see the Lion taunting the King. Nobody home there. Mr. Hickman. Oh, overhead. Belly to belly suplex. And there's a tag out.
Unbelievable strength by Mr. Hickman to get a 250-pounder up over his head like that. That was absolutely incredible.
Nobody home there. Oh, the Lion stops Damien Black going for that neck breaker. And here comes the Lion with that Falcon Arrow.
Falcon Arrow, but he did not go for the pin straight away. That could be an opening for Black.
And there's a 2.5 count right there.
The mistake was not going for the pin cover right as he hit that Falcon Arrow. That could have been the 3 count.
And just
still a young wrestler, still makes mistakes in the ring. That was one of them.
That was a half-second mistake, but nonetheless, that was a 2.5 count. And Damien Black is still in this matchup, getting whipped into a wheelbarrow. Oh, and there you saw a code breaker to a wheelbarrow.
A wheelbarrow code breaker. 1, 2, 3, and that is all she wrote, folks. This match is over.
Oh, that was devastating. That was nearly on the throat of Damien Black. And your winners, the heroes, Mr. Hickman and Theodoric Lionheart.
I think this match would have had a completely different outcome had the referee not been completely pro Hickman and Theodoric Lionheart throughout this contest.
That was quite the finish. Wheelbarrow code breaker. Dead center of the ring. Nobody's going to kick out of that. And what are they complaining about? They lost.
Well, I think they have plenty to complain about. There was a tag in there that the referee clearly didn't see. There was multiple illegal strikes by Mr. Hickman and by Theodoric Lionheart that the referee just completely did not call. I'm actually quite embarrassed at the officiating with this matchup.
Speaking of embarrassed, the King just spit on a kid.
I don't know what you're talking about. That kid is assaulting the King and has the audacity to put his hands and feet rather on the King. He deserved to have a little bit of waterworks.
So you mean to say spitting on kids is a fair game and fair play?
I absolutely believe so. All kids are just small adults. They need to be taught lessons quickly and painfully.
Well, Chaz, you have not changed since day one.
One thing I want to address that happened last night during the main event. Saleem Abbas came out here and distracted Garibai with his own heavyweight champion belt. Garibai worked hard and earned that belt, and Saleem Abbas just stole it from him. So Saleem Abbas, if you can hear me, I want you down this ring right now! Garibai's belt, not yours.
Give it to him.
Wants this belt back so badly, he must earn it from me first.
it's rightfully his, I don't think so. So I'll give you this, Holloway, Wrestle Club fans, and Garibai himself. If he wants it back so bad, then I challenge him to a match, the main event for tonight, for the heavyweight championship belt.
No.
Oh, I'm not finished. It'll be in a kendo stick match.
Kendo sticks? You guys think I should honor that? You want to see it? Alright, let's get Garibai out here. See if he can accept that challenge. Save for the ring. First of all, Saleem Abbas, you are not the heavyweight champion. You never beat me. You stole that at a ring of fire, and ever since then, my heart has been burning. And you know what? You want a kendo stick match for that heavyweight title? Then you got it. But the only thing that is legal is the use of that kendo stick. So that means that it's going to be a traditional rules match. So you can go ahead and play with your little kendo sticks and do what you got to do. But I'm telling you right now, you're not going to pin me down for the 3 count. I'm still going to be your heavyweight champion. And if you want to accept this match, then give that belt to the CEO right now. You're on.
This is scheduled for a 1 pinfall kendo style match. Traditional rules with the exception of allowing kendo sticks. Whoever wins this match will be declared the Idaho Wrestle Club heavyweight champion. Entering the ring from Boise, Iraq, weighing in at 195 pounds, Saleem Abbas.
And here is our main event. As you just heard, this is a kendo stick match with traditional rules. And just announced is Saleem Abbas from Basra, Iraq.
Saleem Abbas, up and comer in this company, moving fast, moving through the ranks, defeating his opponents left and right. Definitely somebody you got to watch out for. Quickly becoming one of the main attraction wrestlers in Wrestle Club.
Yeah, as you saw him making his return at Ring of Fire, assaulting the champion and then stealing his heavyweight belt, and I guess that equals a title match.
Yeah, that's well deserved. That's somebody that's grabbing that brass ring, taking a chance, and that chance is paid off clearly. Title shot right here up against the champion, as it were.
And there you see Saleem Abbas just kneeling down and praying.
And his opponent from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 200 pounds, is your current heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul Garibai.
And I believe if I'm hearing the correct music, I believe it is the entrance of the Lost Soul Garibai making his way up the ramp. getting ready for this matchup.
And here comes out the champion here at Wrestle Club, but he does not have that heavyweight title as it was stolen from him at Ring of Fire.
But as we all know, ownership is 9/10 the law. If you do not have the belt, you are not the champion.
And as you just heard earlier in that promo, Saleem Abbas demanding a match under a rule of the legal use of a kendo stick. And this is why we have this matchup here in the main event at Gem State Gaming Convention.
And I will have to give some credit to the Lost Soul accepting this match. Of course, I know he wants a piece of Saleem Abbas, but also to completely accepting the kendo stick stipulation.
And as you just saw, every corner has a kendo stick on each post, and there's a kendo stick right there too.
Once again, there, Lost Soul Garibai, heavyweight champion of the world, very dangerous competitor, but he has his work cut out for him in this title defense against Saleem Abbas.
And there you see the heavyweight title, JW, the referee, holding that up in the air, and he has been a great referee for Wrestle Club.
That remains to be seen as to whether or not this official is going to carry the same sort of bias clearly towards the quote-unquote fan favorites that the previous...
And the kendo stick drops. And there we see the power there. No kendo stick today. There we see a tie-up, side headlock applied, a takeover. And side headlock applied right there, and there's a quick 2 count.
I don't know if this is the appropriate strategy for Saleem Abbas to try to match pure wrestling technique with the heavyweight champion, one of the best technical wrestlers in the company.
There you see a single Boston Crab flipped over to a arm wringer there, and the champion in control here.
Clearly, Saleem needs to use his. There we go. The aggressiveness of Saleem Abbas coming into play there, breaking that arm wringer, and resetting himself for this contest right here.
As you saw, the referee saying that right hand is illegal.
That was an open palm strike. Again, I do not know what these referees are seeing.
And there is a tie up to the corner. Referee calling. Time to let go. 2, 3, 4.
That's a quick count right there. Very fast count by the referee. Clearly has no idea how to the proper cadence for his counts.
If he would have reached 5, this would have been a disqualification.
I'm surprised he didn't go from 1 straight to 5, G.
And there is a body splash followed by a snapmare, followed by a crucifix pin, and that is a fast 2 count there.
Like I said, it's clearly, I don't know what anybody else is seeing, but I am seeing that these referees clearly have the fan favorites in mind when they are officiating these matches.
And here comes the champion, an up and over, nobody home. Oh, and there's a top rope jawbreaker. That is illegal too. Oh, speaking of illegal, the champion eats that apron.
This is where it's at though. This is where that aggressiveness of Saleem Abbas comes in, using the tools that he has at his disposal to cut the corners and take this fight to the champion.
Cutting corners is for sure, as Saleem Abbas has cut the corners and he's on the outside working on the back of the champion with those stomps.
But he does need to get this back into the ring, despite the fact that this is a kendo stick match. Conventional rules do apply. He cannot win this match, nor can he win the championship on the outside.
That is correct, as a 10 count would mean that the champion would have to leave with the belt, but Saleem Abbas has, what is that Boston Crab right there.
Very well put. He needs to center his balance though, because he's given the world champion enough opportunity to get to the ropes, and that's definitely going to cost him right there.
And he's going to have to break this hold. He almost went to a 5 count there, so Saleem Abbas has to watch himself. He might get disqualified.
You got to take it to the limit. You got to take it to the edge whenever you're wrestling the world champion. Leave nothing out.
And you see a right hand whipping the champion, and he just pulled the hair there.
That was a back elbow. There was no hair pulling there, G. I do not know what you are seeing.
And there's a strike to the throat. Referee telling him that's illegal. And Saleem Abbas taunting the champion. There's a side headlock. followed by a slam there with the roll through.
Nice Russian leg sweep right there with a roll through. Probably should go for a pin cover here. This is what I'm talking about with the inexperience of some of these competitors. They took too long here to go for this pin, and obviously was not successful.
And I believe that was a 2 count. You know, Saleem Abbas just taking his time here. What does he have in store? It looks like he's going for a body slam. Nobody home. The champion using that back door reverts to a waistlock takeover. Has that lock still applied, hitting 2. And this could be the trifecta. And there is 3 in a row there.
That's a signature maneuver by the world champion. I've been a victim of that myself. It does not feel good.
And that is a 2 count. Good pin, dead center in the ring, but Saleem Abbas is still fresh in this matchup. And there you see some European uppercuts with the whip to the corner. Oh, and Saleem Abbas blocking that clothesline.
Had him well scouted there. Definitely had him well scouted. He's done his research. He's done his homework.
Saleem Abbas with the body slam there.
Textbook scoop slam right there, and a leg drop to go with it. There, much better. Goes instantly to the pin cover. Didn't get the result he wanted, but definitely better than the last pin cover.
Nice combination there by Saleem Abbas, and he's on the apron. I think he's trying to recruit himself, and then he's still on the outside here. What is he doing?
I think he might be going for one of those infamous kendo sticks. Yes, he does have that. And I believe he might be looking to wear out the world champion.
And the kendo stick is legal, but he can still be counted out here. And there you see taunting everybody back home. And he needs to turn around there. Champion has that kendo stick. I think he's going to break it in half.
Oh, he's got to pay attention to his opponent. Never turn your back. Never turn your back on Saleem Abbas.
And the champion is paying for it, but the kendo stick is out of the equation as it is outside of the ring. Saleem Abbas with that corner whip with authority there. Nobody home for Saleem Abbas.
Took too long. He's got to stay right on his opponent.
And there you see the champion slithering his way out of the ring, and he has that kendo stick in place. And yep, that kendo stick is the real thing.
Clearly, nobody noticed that the Lost Soul just struck a fan with that kendo stick.
I think that was a fist bump.
That was not a fist bump. Luckily, the fan got his hand in the way and avoided what would have been a serious injury and litigation on Wrestle Club.
Both men with a double kendo stick hit, and here's a test of strength of the kendos.
Both of these competitors sword fighting with the kendo sticks, trying to get the advantage.
And I think that was a low blow.
Clearly on the inside of the knee, right on the meniscus, not a low blow. That was perfectly legal in this matchup with this kendo stick.
That was a low blow with the kendo stick from Saleem Abbas.
Just spreading that all over. That Singapore cane right across the kidneys of the world champion.
And there is a 2 count as we just heard the slapping of a kendo stick to the back of the champion. That's going to leave a mark, that's for sure. And what is Saleem Abbas doing here?
Clearly setting up something he must have learned in the deserts of Basra. Some sort of devastating maneuver.
And there is a face straight meeting the kendo stick in the corner. And Saleem Abbas is taking advantage of this, and there is a cocky cover, and that's a 2 count.
I thought this match was over with that maneuver. The grill of the world champion directly to the kendo stick, very devastating.
Saleem Abbas sizing up the champion here, comes a headshot. And you saw the champion just duck, and that kendo stick bouncing off that top rope and hitting Saleem Abbas straight in the forehead.
Clearly not the result that Saleem Abbas was looking for there. Was not clearly did not learn any physics at the Basra High School.
And the champion getting a kendo stick from that corner post.
He's just going around collecting kendos.
And I mean, this is legal. I mean, there's more than one kendo stick.
He only has 2 arms, G. Is he gonna use kendo sticks on his feet as well?
I don't know. It could be like Mortal Kombat, like Goro, 8 arms. But we got 2 kendo sticks to start off with, and he's setting them up in that corner,
creating some sort of devious, rigged up prop to destroy his opponent. Generally, these types of maneuvers do not go anywhere. I have no idea what the world champion is doing right now. He needs to stay on his opponent and stay aggressive.
And 4 kendo sticks in that corner, and there's a European uppercut. And this could be the end of Saleem Abbas in that corner. Oh, he just ate 4 kendo sticks there, straight to the back. I have no idea what the world champion is doing. He needs to go for a pin cover here. He needs to end this matchup. And Saleem Abbas kicking out at 2.5.
So it's amazing the amount of punishment that Saleem Abbas can withstand.
And both men have been hit by the kendo sticks, and you see the markings on the back of the champion. The champion now setting up those kendo sticks. Looks like he's
weaving them into the ropes, G. I have no idea what he's up to.
And it seemed, I mean, the kendo sticks seem pretty secure with the ropes there. The kendo sticks are not going anywhere. Champion is obviously, I guess, has a game plan here with the kendo sticks.
I have no idea what's happening here, but I do not like it. This referee needs to keep G's over-aggressiveness in check. Clearly a psychopathic wrestler, has no regard whatsoever, and that's karma right there for all the folks watching at home when you try to out-psycho the bad man from Boston.
The air nightmare. Oh, that was almost a 3 count. As you saw the referee barely picking up that hand, that was almost a 3 count, and we see some broken kendo sticks there. Saleem Abbas thought he had that championship in the bags there.
And there he goes, exploiting that injured shoulder. Clearly kinetic tape on that shoulder, a weak spot for Lasso Garibai. Now he's going to need to go to work.
And there you see Saleem Abbas taking advantage of prior injuries, and if he wasn't injured before, for sure he is now. But here comes Saleem Abbas off that mid rope. Watch your eyes here, and there's a kendo stick straight to the gut there.
That will definitely change your diet plans for the remainder of your afternoon.
Surprised he didn't throw up his lunch there. That was a kendo stick straight to the gut. And the champion barely getting a cover there.
Just couldn't get the appropriate weight distribution on that pin cover, and that's definitely going to cost him there.
As the kendo hits has taken its toll on both men. I mean, if you're a human, a kendo stick hurts no matter who you are. And the champion setting up kendo sticks on that bottom rope. As you see the markings on the back there on the champion. And you see an eye rake there. That's illegal for sure.
Absolutely, and that referee really needs to stay out of this contest and let these men engage.
Saleem Abbas with looks like he has a front slam stalling.
That's absolute brutality right there. Kids, do not try this at home. That is absolutely devastating.
Yes, please do not mimic what's going on here. And there is almost a 3 count again.
Definitely going to take more than that to fall the world champion.
And what's a brown back is looking like a purple back right now on the champion. As you can see the markings itself and the broken kendo sticks on that bottom rope. And what is Saleem Abbas? What is he doing? He just picked up about 4 additional kendo sticks that we're in the set in the back. What's going on here?
I have no idea. Once again, I'm unsure if these guys are gonna like build a kendo stick house and crash each other through it, or what the situation is. But we'll go ahead and watch along with the people at home and see what happens here.
I thought this was just one kendo stick inside the ring. This is like 10 kendo sticks inside the ring. What is Saleem Abbas? Oh my gosh, it looks like he has a decapitation there. You talk about sick. Oh, and there is a shot dead center to the chest.
I have no idea how the champion could withstand any more punishment. This match should be over right here.
And somehow, some way, the champion kicks out. I'm not sure if that was smart or just straight gut instinct. But Saleem Abbas is not done yet. He's collecting all these kendo sticks, and
well, with the slow counts by these officials, it's clear that Saleem Abbas is going to have to render the champion completely unconscious before he can get a 3-count fall.
It just seems like they're upping the ante as this match just prolongs. What else do they have to do to see the conclusion of this matchup? It looks like the champion's just lifeless right now. Oh, and he reverses that. He has that gory stretch, gory bomb.
Ooh, gory bomb directly onto the kendo sticks. That is absolutely devastating, but he is too weak to put down the pin cover, and that is certainly going to cost him precious time here.
And as you saw there, barely just putting his body on Saleem Abbas. There's just no power in that pinfall, and that is a 2 count right there.
Looks like the referee is starting a 10 count here. Both men are down. Looks like the Lost Soul is struggling to his feet, slithering out of the ring to retrieve more kendo sticks. Who knows?
And Saleem Abbas is dead center there in the ring on top of those kendo sticks, and this could be that serpent splash coming up. And if he hits that, that's going to be all she wrote. Champion coming off. Nobody home there.
That's well scouted once again. Saleem Abbas clearly has been in the video room watching every single move the Lost Soul makes as him completely scouted.
And Saleem Abbas with that kendo stick, and straight to the back once again.
Just absolute aggressiveness right there. No regard whatsoever for his opponent, which is exactly the type of killer instinct you need to see from a future world champion.
And once again, do not try this at home. Do not attempt it. Those kendo sticks are real. There's no way to practice for a matchup like this. And what is Saleem Abbas thinking?
The Lost Soul, obviously completely incapacitated right now, has no idea where he is.
Oh, he can't do this. No Saleem Abbas.
Absolutely devastating. That's
concussion 101 right there. That's dead center of the skull, cranium.
And we're going to probably need to see some sort of medical assistance for the Lost Soul. I can't imagine that any human being can withstand that type of an impact.
Again, do not try this at home at all. Do not attempt this matchup, and this I'm not sure why he's not going for the pinfall. This match is over. This is really unnecessary. As you see, Saleem Abbas tying up the wrist of the champion there. You see the champion already has his head bruised up too. I'm not sure why Saleem Abbas is doing this. This match is over. Nobody gets up from a kendo stick, straight shot to the cranium.
I'm completely speechless right here. I'm not sure what the situation is here, but an axe to grind for Saleem Abbas right now with the Lost Soul Garibai, and he is grinding that axe.
And Saleem Abbas, he has this matchup clearly won. There you see the dead foot there. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new heavyweight champion, and his name is Saleem Abbas.
That's absolutely a barn burner match right there. High impact, The kendo stick definitely played a factor, but we have ourselves a brand new world champion here at Wrestle Club, and he is the Arab Nightmare, Saleem Abbas.
Where does Wrestle Club go from here? As
no place put up, G. No place put up with a highly reputable champion like Saleem Abbas holding the gold.
And there you see, pretty much unconscious former champion there, Saleem Abbas, your new heavyweight champion.
And this should definitely put the rest of Wrestle Club on notice. The absolute disregard for human safety that Saleem Abbas exhibited in this match should definitely get the rest of the Wrestle Club roster to think twice before competing against this competitor.
There you see Patrick Holloway. What is Saleem Abbas doing? This match is over. Here comes out Mr. Hickman.
Has absolutely no business in this matchup. Had no absolute business whatsoever interfering in this contest. This is a matchup between Saleem Abbas and the Lost Soul. Lost Soul's a big boy. He can take care of himself in these types of situations.
Congratulations, boss. Once again, cheating to win your belt. You don't see that? Thanks to the ref's call, I have to award you that. But guess what? My champions had to have a sort of sense of honor to them. So guess what? Instead of you being able to hold that, you're going to defend it again tomorrow. What? Yeah. What? The dungeon you see I just went through. You think I'm going to compete? Yes. Yeah. I think you forgot one. Abbas, you forgot one tiny little thing. I own you. Yeah. Typical American. You may have won that belt, but it's my property. I earned this belt. So guess what? See Mr. Hickman right here? You're going to defend your belt against him in a flag match.
Whoa, there you hear the big news as Saleem Abbas, new heavyweight champion. Now he has his first matchup, and that's against Mr. Hickman.
I am completely stunned right now, G. This is an absolute travesty, a complete abuse of power by Patrick Holloway. The man just won the title. He gets no chance for any accolades, any rest, any jet setting, any celebrations whatsoever. He's right back into action against Mr. Hickman, who stuck his nose once again where it completely did not belong. And somehow this paid off for him, and now he's got a title match. It's an absolute travesty.
Congratulations, Saleem Abbas. You got yourself a flag match against Mr. Hickman for the heavyweight title. Good luck on being the heavyweight champion. We wish you well. And this is the conclusion of episode 21 as Saleem Abbas leaves as heavyweight champion of Wrestle Club.
It's an absolute travesty of justice, G.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy today's show? Well, we enjoyed having you out here today. Please be back here tomorrow. We'll be ready for another 7 matches for you here at 2 p.m. Also, please reach back out to us on our Facebook page. Leave comments, take photos, put them on there too. We'd love to hear from you, our fans. Thank you very much. We'll see you all tomorrow.
This is your heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garibai. And you can own your own merchandise, just like the t-shirt that I'm wearing right here. But you can also own some Wrestle Club merchandise by visiting our website at www.idahowrestleclub.com. You can also make your orders on Facebook at facebook.com/Idaho Wrestle Club.
Hey everyone, this is James Grimm, your tree-sitting giant, and you are watching Wrestle Club on Roku and on Cable 1 Channel 64 on TVC TV. Yeah!
And remember, you can catch Wrestle Club live October 26th at Dia de los Muertos Festival.
That's going to be at the Cloverdale Funeral Home, October 26th. We've got wrestling action, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock on the hour, each hour. Plenty of wrestling action. Bring the kids, bring the family, and come check us out. Cloverdale Funeral Home, Dia de los Muertos.
Yep, and you can also catch us on Roku. Just search Wrestle Club. Add us, give us 5 stars, just like our wrestlers here. I am G, and I am out.
This is Chaz Bedlam. I'm signing out. Late.